Well, you got the fire going.
Okay.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Close your legs then, man. Come on now.
I was like, what? And I was like, I got you.
I know, it's a ballsy joke for YouTube.
That was funny.
Let's see. What else do we got going on? So I was going to talk about... Wait, that's not the one. That's the one from last week. They lowered... I think they lowered the battle requirements for PvP now.
Good.
Well...
They trying to make me exercise just the battle?
Yeah.
Or spend coins. So it's either walk or spend money.
Yep. Damn it. There we go.
But I enjoyed my few battles that I did so far.
Well, it's a daily thing that resets. So, okay, so it's Lucky 13. It's our 13th episode. That is going to heat up fast.
This is my 3rd episode.
Yep. We're going to go over the special events that they've had the last week. Because they've had something almost every day.
And I can't even keep track.
Yeah. Well, they have like...
You're like, oh, did you do the blah, blah, blah? I'm like, what?
I think what we're going to work on is getting a calendar set up. That way we can just share the calendar with everyone.
Oh, yeah, send me a calendar.
Yeah. Because it's basically this point to this point to this point to this point. And most of the time the events end up overlapping a little bit. And sometimes it's a good something. Sometimes it's a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing. Because it can be a bit confusing. Yeah, I'm going to do the crushed calibration this week for my usual smoothie combination. Which is just a basic combo, but it does the trick. Talking about a backup battery for the dirty augmentables. Moments in time, I'll fill something in later. Because I don't have enough time to look stuff up. And there was airplane mode drama with the Great Battle League or Go Battle League.
Airplane mode, what do you mean?
There's a few things I'll
Well,
get into it in a second. Okay. That's on. That was still on, I believe. So.
Oh, awkward.
Well, no, it's not a bad thing all the time. Because you never know when you're going to say something.
Well, for me, not often.
All right. Welcome back, Augmented Ones. Just Storm here with Jordan. Glad to have him back again. This is our Lucky 13 episode. 13th episode. I hope you're not keeping exact count. We had some issues back in the day. But, just moving forward. Don't look back. Especially on some of the episodes, because they're kind of a bit rough to watch. But anyway, getting better every day. It's progress for you. Now, we're going to be No, I'm already messing up. Go Battle League. But we have a hard-on for it because they're actually doing a lot of updates and changes to it very fast, which is great to hear because most companies tend to just wait and not do anything about stuff that happens. I guess the random joke of the day is 6:30 is the best time on the clock, hands down. Millennial humor. We're going to be discussing the mystery, the bonus, Minchino Special Research Day, as well as all the other things coming up. And some interesting things that Niantic may have slipped under the rug and kind of playing tongue-in-cheek with things. This week is our crushed calibration, where we're going to be sharing a blended smoothie or a drink. That way you can get a flavorful combination that'll get you through the day. Not just starting your day or ending your day, like the caffeine calibration or the cocktail calibration. Adults only for the cocktails. And the Augmented One Storm, we're going to be talking about Pokestop photobombs. Could be a great way to introduce new Pokestop images that may be outdated, or just give yourself another reason to take a snapshot in public. Within reason. Mm-hmm. Make sure there's no kids present. Check back in a few.
Yep, now you gotta keep watching.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Go Battle League had an issue. It went down for 16 to 24 hours the other day because Niantic figured out, and actually the community figured it out, tested it, and found the concise results and what actually happens if someone had switched into airplane mode while doing a Go Battle League match.
Well, one time I battled somebody and then their second Pokemon came out and then they just died. Like, well, they didn't die, but like, they stopped attacking me. I just killed all their Pokemon. Like,
well, you may have lagged, or they may have lagged, either way.
Well, it gave me the win.
Yeah. Well, depending on when that happened, sometimes what would happen is airplane mode would cut out their signal, so it would cause an inconsistent connection. So from that happening, they ended up getting, sometimes they would get the advantage or they would get the loss. And they would lose out on certain attacks, and then other times they would gain extra attacks. But it was basically that. It was an exploit. So Niantic got the feedback that they needed, got the results, figured out a way to take care of it. Don't know exactly how it's turned out so far, but so far, no complaints yet.
Well,
it just came back up yesterday.
I got a question, but I'll wait till you
go for it.
We're talking about it. Yeah. Which one do you prefer, as far as items?
What do you mean items? What are we talking about?
Rewards.
Oh, rewards.
Like, I tried the 1, but I got to 4, and I didn't get 5 when all I wanted was the 5th one. I didn't care about the other ones. Now I got like 6, 7, 8 Sinnoh Stones, but I wanted the rare candies. But the other one, you get 1 if you get to the 3rd one. But if you get to the 5th one on the other one, you get 7. Your take.
Well, that's the approach of either paying or playing. Because with the Premier, the Premier one, it's pretty much $1, or if you get a sale pack, then it's whatever amount.
The Raid Pass?
The Raid Pass, yeah.
Well.
Because right now it uses the...
I had extra ones, so that was not good.
Yeah. But that's the thing, you want to judge whether you want to risk using it on a premium battle, or if you want to use it on a raid and risk getting a rare candy through there. So, from that aspect...
So
yeah,
what's your take?
I think the rewards are fine, considering that it's free. Because if you're doing the walking, then it's worth the wait in battles you can do. Obviously, it's for wins, but that's just the type of bonus for it, and it actually rewards people going out and walking without needing to charge them an incubator. So
what do you say? As you know, somebody like me who's trying to build up rare candies, is it worth it to risk it?
No, save it. The rare candies, while they are good, they're not worth the time investment. So I would say you should only save rare candies for the rare Pokemon, like any regionals or Pokemon that are no longer spawning or no longer in raids.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm like, worth it as far as like building my rare candies up. That's what I was trying to say. Not like using them, because I'm just saving them up. Because there's no guarantee you're going to get to the 5th battle. The other one, you only got to get to the 3rd.
True.
You lose one, you're out.
Well, yeah. Well, no, it still continues.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. But
so you just got to go back in and keep fighting.
The one where I was going to get it, I won 4, and then the thing that happened for one of them, I got 4 wins, and then somebody quit on the 5th match, and I was like, and it didn't give me the win. Yeah, I didn't get my 7 rare candies. I was so mad. they quit, and it's like this person has left the game, and I was like, oh, so then I should have my win, my 5th win. Yeah. I was like, nope.
You know what? Yeah, that's silly.
Why can't they even quit? Like,
yeah, I don't know why they balance it like that. Because quite simply, if you you should just draw from it. It shouldn't kill your streak. Because there's certain times that the person's, maybe their lag isn't the right way, but still don't give both people a loss.
That's how it was. I was like,
because if one player is playing better, that doesn't imply that they should get a loss for it. If they were doing that airplane mode exploit, then you could definitely say that the other person leaving is leaving because of the exploit, which is fine, but in means of them actually playing and having a better team or lineup, something like that. I had someone where I baited him. I have a Raichu with Skull Bash.
Ooh, nice.
And Thundershock, so I have it with Brick Break as well.
Oh yeah,
so
I use my Raichu with Brick Break. It helps.
Thundershock charges it so fast that I was just chaining Thundershocks, and I did like 2 Brick Breaks on them, and I kept charging it, and they didn't know what was going on, and I took both of their shields, and then I Skull Bashed them. And it wasn't that I Skull Bashed the one that was already dead. It was basically I saved it for the next one that came out, and it incinerated the Pokemon that they had there. And it was just like the person was like, oh, there goes my star. Nah, I'm out of here. Peace.
No, but Brick Break, Raichu, yep. That's a good combo.
Yeah.
Just to get rid of their shields. Because they think you're going to use an electric move, and then when you surprise them with that.
Yeah, it's a shocker for them. So, what's up, Fluffy Butt? Glue Stick isn't joining us this week. She's in Pittsburgh, so.
It is a shocker.
Yeah.
But mine, I gave my Raichu another move, and it got Volt Switch.
Oh, yeah.
Which takes longer, but.
Yeah.
Because now I got these charged TMs.
Save them.
I got like 20.
Nice. They are, and before Go Battle League, well, the thing with charged TMs, this is a TM power hour, I guess. Basically, TMs are a random move in that Pokemon's capabilities. Louis,
What?
contribute to the conversation or calm down, okay?
Yeah. Charged TMs.
So, charged TMs, what? What?
He wants attention.
I know you do, buddy. You're gonna get incinerated over here.
I know, those flames are just gonna like... Whoo!
What? You want water? I'll get you some more water.
Water! Get away from the flames. Get away from the flames. I'm just like, I'm chilling.
It's the other way around with that.
He's like, alright.
It's gonna be a hot dog.
Time to get away from the flames.
Now to get back to our heated discussion.
Yep, literally.
Louis, of all the times you go there, just sit down and calm down, okay? And be a good boy. Okay, so TMs, the way that they work, it's basically the Pokemon of whatever type, the TMs of the type. So fast moves are the single attack up at the top, where it changes from there.
Yep.
They have less options for fast attacks, so there's usually like 2 or 3. Meanwhile, charge moves often have between 3 and sometimes 6.
Wow.
And the thing with TMs is it's a complete random chance.
I know, you don't know what you're like.
So
you can...
No. You never know what you're going to get. In some situations, you'll go back and forth between the same move.
That's what I was going to say. That happened to me. I had on my Mantine.
Mantine,
Yeah, Mantine. So it had water pulse. So I was like, oh, let me try something else. And then I got aerial ace.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't want that. So then I used another one, water pulse. I was like, you know what?
Well, honestly speaking, with a Pokemon like Mantine, well, actually, let me finish this first. So, it's a completely random thing. In some situations, you actually may want to just do a second charge move instead of doing a charge TM, because those TMs are so rare. And it's in the code somewhere that they're actually going to be introducing elite TMs. And those elite TMs will actually give you the option.
Oh, to choose.
Yeah. So, if and when that actually happens, it'll actually be a welcome change that people will actually be able to choose. And if they want to do the free ones, which are the charge TMs and the regular fast TMs, then they have that random chance. But they also have the paid chance, hopefully not paid or expensive. They have that option.
I hope it isn't paid.
Yeah. But I would say unless you know for sure that a Pokemon is definitely going to be in your lineup or you need them quick, don't use a TM. Just save it for when you actually need it. With Go Battle League, it kind of changes the whole field because you're not waiting for a certain cup. But in some situations, you actually want to just go through your inventory, and Mantike is the baby form of Mantine.
Yeah, that's
so if you know the trick, if you do plus Mantike or plus Man or some abbreviation that only that Pokemon comes up, if you add that plus sign to whatever one of that Pokemon is, so if you do plus Charizard or plus Char, it'll show you everything in that species lineup. So it'll show you Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. So when you're looking for your PvP Pokemon, you can actually do I was doing this earlier because I had like 5 minutes while I was in shopping, but I had to figure out my lineup for the Rose Cup because I waited till the exact last minute
to do it.
And I was rushing around, even submitted the wrong thing. And then I find someone hasn't even submitted theirs, and they're like, oh, I'll have mine up in 10 minutes. And I'm like...
You're like, I just rushed to make the deadline.
I was rushing around for no reason. Thanks a lot. But shit happens. That's what happens when you wait to the last minute, or work has you stay to the last minute. Aesop. Once you look for the species, so say you have a couple Mantikes and a Mantine, the best thing that you can ever do is give a baby Pokemon a charge TM. I mean, not charge TM.
I was like, what?
A second charge move. Because any baby Pokemon, the cost of that second charge move is only 10,000. Versus when you evolve it to, say, a Mantine or a Lucario from a Riolu, it goes up to almost 75,000 for that second charge move.
I didn't even have that much.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. But still, so make sure that when you're preparing your cup, your team for Go Battle League or any other PvP event, make sure that you check all of your species of that type with a plus sign, plus whatever one. It could be Chikorita, it could be Bayleaf, it could be Meganium. As long as it's one of that species, the plus sign will bring up everything of that species that you have. And make sure you set it to, so you could do minus CP 1500 and see everything that is Great League eligible and do a comma and then do the plus whatever the species. That way you can get the exact breakdown for what Pokemon you have available during that. Keep in mind that when Pokemon evolve, it often multiplies based off of the CP. So if you have a Chikorita that is 800 CP, it's going to evolve into a Bayleaf or a Meganium well over that 1500 cap, even though you entered it in at the CP minus 1500.
How did you know that?
I'm just winging it. Sometimes my things are unbelievable, but it's just the way things turn out. something you can also do, if you download the application Pokegenie for iPhone, or if you download the application IV...
Yeah, this one's 1 star.
What's the name?
A horsey.
Nay. I forget the one for Android, but Pokegenie can work for both of them. Where you would... Calci IV, that's the one. When you use the application Calci IV or Pokegenie, it will actually show you Pokemon in... It'll allow... Blah, blah. You bring up the appraisal on your Pokemon and you take a snapshot of it. You then upload it to Pokegenie, or you load up Calci IV and then run the appraisal, and it'll show you the IVs of that Pokemon and what it will power up to at the 1500 cap, or what PvP ranking it is.
Well, this horsey I just caught has Dragon Pulse.
That's not bad, but once you evolve it, it'll be different.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's the other thing. When you evolve a Pokemon, it doesn't keep the same moves. It will often change up and sometimes go randomly to another one.
Sad.
Yeah, just the way it is. The other thing to keep in mind when it comes to moves, certain Pokemon have a special move, which you can actually...
Oh yeah, how did you know that about mine? That was a special move.
Well, I told you how.
I forget. What do you type in special?
So, what you actually want to do for trying to figure out what Pokemon you have that have a move that is no longer available in the general move pool, you would type in the search bar @special. And that @special will show you a special move for that Pokemon that is unavailable anymore. So, for instance, I just brought up my Mewtwo that has Psystrike, which is unavailable currently in the move pool. So, if I were to TM this Mewtwo's Psystrike, then I would have no way to get it back.
And my Lapras that has Ice Beam.
Yep. That's why they had it especially during the event.
And my Starmie Power Gem.
Yep. Those are those special moves that, if you have it on a good enough Pokemon, then you can actually bring it into PvP and have a complete shock factor. Because even the most experienced players, unless they're used to that legacy moveset, will be expecting a certain other moveset. Which most PvP players, if they are hardcore, in-depth looking at something, they're usually expecting the meta move. And that meta move is usually implied by whatever the meta calls for, and for what that cup, which Go Battle League is completely random, so you have no idea what is going to actually go on. So you just have to be proactive and react accordingly.
So, like, is there any way I can... I know this is impossible. But I want to de-combat power my Pokemon.
Nope.
It's 15-12. I can't even use it in the battle. I want to use Power Gem. I can't even use my Starmie.
See, what you would want to do there, then, is find someone in the same boat as you. Because you can find someone that has, like, the only way to decrease CP is by trading. So if you trade someone with say you both have, like, a Pokemon that's 1500, a little bit plus, then when you go to trade it, it'll show a new ratio that if the IVs drop, the CP will drop as well. 90% of the time, the IVs will drop, depending on the level of your friendship, or based off of whether the trade turn's lucky or not. So from that aspect, it's a bit hit or miss. But trading is the only way you can actually decrease a Pokemon's CP.
Mine is a whatchamacallit too.
How to turn it into a candy bar.
My Mewtwo has a special move.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna stop this and start it back up. Oh, it was never recording.
Oh!
I'm just
You're joking.